Hello. Oh man, it's been a really long, crazy road. Really long and crazy. So I know this is being streamed to Telegram chat, and I know we have Satan. Well, I think that's Satan's. I don't even know. LaCroche Goblin. I don't even know what we have sitting front row. And a lot of demons sitting front row. So I want to make sure that you do watch this, because I know that's what you're coming for. Hi, everybody. Again, I want to talk to the 90s. Okay? I need y'all help. When I tell you that, mind you, we just explained to you that whole little spot that we had, right? And then we've been gone for a little bit, and we had to go back and pack that shit up. When I tell you that the last fucks that I had to give, I packed up and it's in a storage somewhere in California. Okay? So when I tell you I don't give a shit, I need you to hear me on that. And maybe you don't even need to hear me. Maybe you just need to see what I'm saying. Because every action causes a reaction, and actions speak way louder than words. So you're just going to have to see what I'm talking about, right? Okay. Before you come in, remember, I'm from the south side of heaven. Okay? So first of all, I'm going to thank the one that I have a relationship with, not a religion. And I know some of you won't get this, and it'll burn some of your ears, those that the demons that are sitting front row. But for those who need this, Jesus, we thank you so much for everything that you continue to do for us. Everything that you do in the process and progress, God. I just ask that you bring all things to light, Jesus. I just ask that all truth comes out, God. I just thank you for the army that you have set around me, that will continue to stand with us and fight for the children, Jesus. I thank you so much for everything that you do, even all the tests that give us a testimony at the end, God. And I just ask that you let the words that come out of my mouth light a fire in those that need it, Jesus. And let none of it be for my own selfish gain, God, but for the truth and for all children. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Now remember, I'm from the south side. Jesus flipped tables, and he sat with people from all around the place. So remember that, okay? Remember that, because I'm angry. I should be. Can you go watch the first part to this? And we'll talk about some things. I want to skip ahead because we've been trying to do this live all night, and I really want to get this out there before I drop insurance. Let's talk for a second about what altars are, okay? Before I get into any more of this, there are some people who are threatening my mom. You make me laugh. And now threatening my dad, you really make me laugh. Listen, the only reason why I'm not doing this the wrong way is because of my parents. I'm gonna be so real with you. That's the only reason I'm not doing this the wrong way. But go ahead and touch them. Fuck around and find out which way I would really do this if it was left up to me by myself. Go ahead and try me. See if I'm bluffing. I want you to see if I'm bluffing. Go ahead and try it. Because there's so much talk about weaponizing and going after my mom, and you're going to kill my mom, and she's so used to those type of threats. That does not faze a real woman. That doesn't faze us. We're not scared to die. Trust and believe that. But before we go, I guess we pissing everybody off on the way out. I don't mind that. I'm down for it. So thank you for standing with me, because right now I'm talking to the 90s. I need y'all to run a few investigations. And I'm not inciting any violence. And this whole chat is being recorded for quality insurance and assurance purposes. Do you get me? So what I just said about the only reason why I'm not doing this the wrong way is because of my parents. That's not a threat, that's a promise. Fuck around and find out. But let's talk about altars and MK Ultra. Okay? First, I need y'all to get this, because a lot of people, I'm not talking to those who are useless and worthless to the government. They know that. They know that there's no connection to your brain to get what I'm trying to tell you. Right now, we have somebody named Steven Spencer who has, look him up, Steven Spencer. Steven Spencer. Steven! Now, this excuse of a man is being handled by a frequently visited patient of Patton Hospital. When you are being controlled by a mental patient, that says a lot about you. When at this point, there is a Patton Hospital patient. It wasn't even, I don't even know what if to call, I think you would call that a madam or a mistress, because at this point, this woman was collecting children. Okay? I'm talking about where I was before. From 3 months old to 14 years old, before I went into the foster care system. Are y'all with me? Are y'all with me? Y'all with me? Steven Spencer. Amanda, you with me? Okay. Yep, you do get it. It's with a PH. Let me help you, sis. Write that right. It's S-T-E. You got it. Just do it PH instead of the V. Yeah, it's spelled the white way, not the right way. But this is, you remember when I told you not too long ago about the Black Panthers contacting and paying off content creators to dox, weaponize, rumors, chaos, confusion? I'm so sick of this shit. You know, my mom and I have been very chill for the last 5 years, to the point we have been screaming off from the rooftops, trying our damn best to keep ourselves safe at the same time. But you know what? In the next 3 months, I promise you that we're about to let every damn thing go. And then if nothing happens from there, the burden of responsibility is on you. We're going to give you all the information that we have in the next 3 months. And I mean all of it. We're dropping some more right after this live. So right after you get off of here, I have some information and receipts for you. So I want you to listen to this live. Get a piece of paper. Write down that Steven Spencer. You need that. Get a piece of paper. Okay? And then write this down. You ready? Y'all ready? Okay, cool beans. Okay, so I want to connect some things for you. And you guys know that first of all, I want to ask you, how many people do you know that have brought you as many receipts as we have? If you ask any warrior that has been here since 2020, any warrior that has been here for the last 2 to 3 years, they will tell you that I have dropped countless pieces of receipts. Nobody touches them. Nobody wants to do anything with that. We're not touching them. I've dropped police reports. I've dropped rape kits. I've dropped CPS documents. I've dropped court minutes. I've dropped names. I've dropped informations and locations. I've dropped schools. I've dropped social workers. I've dropped a lot. A lot. Who do you know? I'm talking to you in the comments. Who do you know? I'm talking to the 90s. Who do you know that has anybody, these advocates, these child advocates? Who do you know on this internet in this last 5 years that have given you the information that I have given you with the receipts? I'll wait. Because I know no damn buddy. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I don't know nobody that has given the amount of receipts that I have. Okay. Nobody does anything with them though. Nobody wants to dig. I'm going to help you guys dig, because investigations need to be ran. People need to be in prison. And before I start with the elite, I want to go to the bottom. You ready? You want to go with me? Let's go to the bottom. Okay. Before we get there, and yes, thank you. And you don't want money. No. And the people that are asking you or telling you they're child advocates are telling you they have more information for you, whether it comes to the Diddy trial, the Epstein, the Ghislaine Maxwell, us. They want money. They want money. I have a TikTok account up. Allie Carter Official. You don't have to say you're official when you're official. Allie Carter Official, the real Allie Carter on TikTok. There's somebody trafficking my voice to make money. Who do you know that has given you the amount of information for free that we have given you, plus the receipts to connect to it? Who? And you know what? I ain't talking to the haters, but I don't need you to believe me. I know who does. So I'm talking to you who do. Okay? Because if something happens to us after this, you're the investigators. You're the one that's going to do something with it. A dead man switch does not mean hold on to it and don't flip that bitch on when somebody dies. No, insurance holders, I'm talking to you. If we take our last breath in these next 3 months, I will hunt you if I die. You better release that shit like candy. Okay? Okay. Alters and MK Ultra. Did y'all get a chance to go on Yandex? Y'all seen that post? Did you get a chance to go on Yandex? And Yandex, let me help you. Don't use Google. Don't use DuckDuckGo. You won't get far. Let me help you. Go on Yandex and research dissociative identity disorder. Look up MK Ultra. Now, I have a medical diagnosis that I have given y'all. A legal medical diagnosis. If I ever had to go to testify or go to court, I have a doctor that could literally sit there and tell you, yes, legally, dissociative identity disorder since about 2011, 2012, maybe 2010. Okay? But alters. Britney Spears has alters. You know, remember that 5-year-old twangy one that you were talking about? Hold on. I have an interactive portion. But hold on. We're not going to get distracted. That's what we're not going to do. We're going to focus. Because y'all need this information. I have a medical and legal diagnosis of dissociative identity disorder. Okay? At 3 months old, someone raped and hurt me. Do you understand what I'm saying? At 3 months old to 14 years old, I was in the outlaw custody, the Black Panthers, the frequently visited medical, criminally insane patient of Patton Hospital, the one that was given 6 children to be a madame for, a mistress for. These are not her kids. I would love a DNA test. All 6 of them. One won't tell you because she has extreme Stockholm syndrome. But I do have that Los Angeles CPS report from 1987. Rochelle, do you want to ask them? Do you want to tell them about it? Do you, Janice? No? I will. If anybody needs a copy, let me know. But the first one, she won't tell you. The other 5, they're gone. The other 5, some of them will still lie and be handled by some of them. But let me help you out. Alters. Dissociative identity. Britney Spears has alters. Remember that 5-year-old she was talking about? The one that's twangy. The one where she said she was turning 43 years old, but she's like, I'm 5 and I'm headed to kindergarten. It's a 43-year-old woman. You remember that live? Help me over here so I know y'all are still here and I didn't just, can y'all just can somebody keep these going over here so I know that y'all still with me? Eh? Yes? Okay? Thank you. Britney Spears has alters. Raven Simone, she has told you guys that as a little kid, all she remembers is the staircase and then she blacks out. Nicki Minaj has alters. Look it up. Each of them have done a song. Roman, and so on and so forth. Where do you think those alters come from? Alters come from deliberate and extreme trauma. You have to literally, deliberately torture someone to split their brain in a way to make them split off into a multiple personality disorder. Do you understand what I'm saying? 3 months old to 14 years old, I was in the care of the Black Panthers. They switched them around too. What? Because the woman that you're seeing, La Crotch Goblin, somebody asked her about the Social Security cards. Somebody asked her about the medicine that she sold. She had 2 preemie babies, 2 twin girls. One had lung issues. One has cerebral palsy. I have the receipts where she was selling the medication of those children to drug dealers. You want it? You think I'm bluffing? MK Ultra and alters are deliberately created. Okay? And if you look up the meaning of that, you'll see that that doesn't just come from little things. That comes from extreme trauma. All right? So when someone says they have alters, you got to think, where the hell did they come from? And who created them? Because when you have alters and you have MK Ultra, it's one thing to just have alters. You can have alters without having MK Ultra. You can't have MK Ultra without having alters. Do you hear what I'm saying? Okay. So the way that I was created, the way that people abused me, had their hand in my life, somebody tried to create me for their guilty pleasure. Yes, since I was 3 months old. So again, I was in the care of the Panthers before I went to Child Protective Services custody. You hear what I'm saying? Oh, here come my mama. She want to talk to you too. Now, I've been hearing that the Panthers own me, that they're never going to let me go, that they're still making up these lies and these rumors. And that's far from the truth. I'm 31 years old. And the thing is where's my decision in this? Has anybody asked me what the hell I want? But we're listening to a mental patient. Okay? The mental patient hasn't given any type of information. She's just handling this man named Steven. And he's listening and bowing down to a Patton Hospital patient. Shows you what a man it is, right? What kind of man it is. Now, I just want to shout this out real quick. Nick Fury, a real man. I want to give you his number. 980-298-2106. Now, I'm giving you his number because if there's anybody who would like to subpoena me for the Diddy trial, I know some of you are looking for me. If anybody would like to subpoena me for a Diddy trial, if anybody would like the evidence that I hold to do the investigations that need to be done, Nick Fury, NICKFURY 1722@gmail.com. There are so many men in this army that have been waiting for a green light. They will escort me to receive the subpoena. They will be there to stand right with me so we can get everything straight and there's witnesses. If there's a time that anybody needs the evidence that we hold, Nick Fury has it, and he is willing to answer the phone and hand it to whoever needs it. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to get back to the outlaws in just a second. I'm jumping for 1 second. But for those who are pissed at me, talking about why am I not on the case, why aren't you asking Maureen Comey, the prosecutor? Ask her why I'm not on the case. Ask her why she's not talking about the children. Ask Maureen why she hasn't asked any of the witnesses, have you seen any of the children on the Diddy case? Did you see any children? Did you witness any children at these elite parties? That should be the question that comes up for every single witness, but it's not. For those who are so pissed at me, give that energy to Maureen. I don't know. Why are you mad at me? You mad at me because you know that if I testify and I get on this case, we have a whole other situation that some of you aren't ready for. Even though you hate me, some of you still want this information to get out. So you watch me because you know it's the truth. I love you too. But if anybody wants to contact Nick Fury, he's willing, he's waiting, and he's ready. Okay? Patton Hospital, let's talk about that for a second. Now, I have the records that I need, and I want to show you guys that. But Patton Hospital, I also have those records. See, I have so much that people thought that I never would have because people didn't want me to be alive. A lot of social workers worked on two sides too. And some of the social workers handed me the information that they should have never handed me. Some of them I was able to call and request that. Some my mom was able to request. And some you just never know who's who and felt like, here, you need this. So I have a lot of information that I've been holding on to since I was 17. Never thought I would do anything with it because people don't pay attention. Okay? And satanic ritual abuse with people like the Panthers, they make money off of kids, and their goal is to cause as much trauma and abuse as possible. That's their goal. And then once that trauma and abuse is done, then the narcissism kicks in. And next thing you know, it's your fault. Now, this is where I want to turn the comments on, because I want to explain to you the insurance that we're about to drop. So go ahead. Let's go interactive. What are you allergic to? I want to ask you what you're allergic to. I want to explain to you what this person did to children. And if you can't fathom that, then I'm going to drop the receipts right after this. I want you to read them for yourself. Ask the person if you see the person come up. I'm going to drop these receipts for you. And then I want to show you what would happen to kids. Now, this is a child. This is another victim of somebody that I lived with. The victim was saying the same story. Kay, I'm not going to say your name. I don't want anything to do with you either, because I see you continue to jump back and forth and you're still being handled by this mental patient. So I don't want anything to do with you, but I am going to drop this information. Let's all go back down memory lane, Tiani Chantel. You with me? Let's all go back down memory lane. Are we all ready? What are you allergic to? Melissa said aspirin. Oh, girl, I'm sorry. Pedophiles. Ain't we all? Ain't we all? I know, right? Seriously, what are y'all... That is true. But seriously, what are you allergic to? What are you allergic to? I'm waiting on a comment. This is interactive. Bees. Okay. Food. Give me food. What kind of food are you allergic to? Latex. Okay. Latex. Bees. Anybody allergic to food? Penicillin. Okay. Okay. Sulfur. Ooh, yeah, that's one. Anybody allergic to food? Tropical fruit. Okay, rebellious rebel, you're allergic to tropical fruit? You allergic to bullshit, ain't we all? Okay, so, I want you to think, you said codeine? Alright, now, this is what happened to Kay. Let's break it down what happened to Tiani. Let's talk, alright? And I want to tell you what this woman did to her. This is the mental patient that is being coached, that is coaching Steven Spencer right now. Are you ready? This is the mental patient. Peanuts. Lactose intolerant. Ooh, this is exactly what we're about to talk about. You're lactose intolerant. So you know how bad that can tear your stomach up, right? Okay, so this is what was happening to children. Again, I'm going to drop this receipt so you can read it yourself. Do y'all remember a while ago when I told you that my real name, what did I tell y'all my real name was? This name doesn't bother me. The name that I was raped and tortured with. The name that anybody called me anytime they were brutalizing me. What's that name? You guys know it because I've told you. What's the name? I just want to make sure that we're all together. I just want to... This is like pop quiz, 90 time, interactive. What's that name? My former name. I've told the world. We all know it. Tori, right? My former name was Tori Tashina Outlaw. I've told y'all that numerous times. What did I tell you about Tori? Tori's what? Where did Tori go? How many times did I tell y'all about little Tori? Where is she? Where is little Tori? Do y'all know where she at? It is Tori Outlaw. Yep, that's it. But do y'all know where little Tori is? Yes, thank you, Zandra. She's dead. She's dead. My name is Allison Carter, but let me tell you about little Tori. I have a receipt with little Tori in it. This one has little Tori, and it also has a girl that her name starts with K, but we're not going to say her name. This victim was in the possession of the predator that you are seeing organize and weaponize people to try to kill my mom, and the mental patient that is leading this Black Panther, these little sad pussy cats that are really pissy. It's like they gave cats water. These are the people who have the ignorance that are trying to show. These are the people that are asking for a GoFundMe. For what? For what? Okay. I'm going to give you names. Kay and Tori, right, are in these receipts. You with me? Okay. Now, you said you're allergic to lactose. You're lactose intolerant. This is what this woman used to do. You guys remember when I told you, and I have a receipt, that there were tapes in the back of this woman's closet. I used to call her my surrogate. I feel like that's disrespectful because she didn't even carry me. That's a lie. she held us in a house for other people to rape and torture. That's the truth. But you guys remember when I told you there were tapes in the back of the closet. Remember that receipt that I have? Do y'all remember it? Hey, admin, go ahead and post that up. Let's post that up while we're talking. Can you help me out? There was tapes in the back of the closet. Little Tori, tried to tell someone. And little Tori was not believed. Are you with me? Okay. Now, Kay, there's another girl that at the time she was 15 years old. This is what this woman was doing. She would hold her down with her oldest daughter. Now somebody said you're lactose intolerant. Someone said you're allergic to tropical fruit. Let me tell you what's happening. She held a child down, beat the shit out of her. This is a disabled child, by the way. This child had hyperthyroid syndrome. 15 years old. You with me still? I want you to picture this. And if you're allergic to things, I want you to picture it like it's you. Kay, if you're listening to this, Satan, if you're listening to this, do you remember this? Okay. She beat the hell out of a child. And this is the day that I said, listen, I put up with a lot, but I'm not going to let you kill her in front of me. So guess who helped make that report? Because what she did was she beat the shit out of her. She had severe hyperthyroid syndrome where she was already on homeschool. Her neck used to bulge real bad. Like these lumps used to be in her neck. She had Graves' disease and her eyes would bulge. If anybody knows what hyperthyroid is. Now, the knots in her neck would bulge. And she got taken out of school because she couldn't walk around. She would get out of breath easy and she was on medication. All right. She hated her and she used to use her as a punching bag. And any time that her boyfriends weren't raping and torturing me, she was using us as punching bags. And then she was recording it and taping it and put, those little yellow cameras back in the early 2000s? There was a bunch of them that she kept in the tubs in the garage. You still have those, Rochelle? There was a bunch of them that she kept in the back of the closet. Okay? And every time she did this, she would sell those little yellow cameras to corrupt cops in Moreno Valley, California, in San Bernardino, California, in Los Angeles, California, in Colton, California, in Rialto, California, in Redlands, California, and so on and so forth. Officers came out numerous times in 2006 and said, what the hell is going on? Because somebody keeps calling, right? Now, you guys got that paperwork, right? Now let's go to Kay and let's talk about the report that she gave the social worker, which I have the investigative report, which is about to drop in just a second. All right. And then you can read it for yourself. This was out of Riverside County Child Protective Services custody. Do you hear me? Okay. The social worker came out and they didn't do anything, but they found the tapes in the back of the closet. No arrests were made. You see it on the first paper? Then, after that, she beat the hell out of her again, but this time she was screaming. She was screaming so loud on Field Street in Moreno Valley, California. She was screaming so loud on Sagebrush Court in Moreno Valley, California, that the neighbors started to hear. So what she would do was she would pour milk. She was lactose intolerant. She had severe hyperthyroid syndrome. And what else? And she's mentally challenged. How do you not blame her, right? Okay. But she would beat the hell out of her, and then she would try to stand on her neck to pop the bulges in her neck. And one day, I had never put my hands on her until one day she told me, I'm going to kill her. Because she just was angry and she wanted to beat the hell out of her, right? She took milk and held her down with her oldest daughter, the one with the Stockholm Syndrome, the one with the CPS report from Los Angeles in 1987, the one that still does everything that she wants her to do. She held her down with her, and she poured milk down her throat. She waited for her to shit herself, and she took videos of it. She had her friend, that her name starts with a D, her last name starts with an M. You want to go there? I have it. I'm about to drop it. Okay? Now, she had her friend come over, and her friend would help her videotape it. And she would shove this milk down her throat until she shit herself. When she would wake up and she started screaming again, then she started shoving Benadryl down her throat so she would stop screaming so loud. When the police finally came out, when Child Protective Services finally came out, when people finally started talking a little too much, and people started banging on the door,